Although gradual, the automotive industry is electrifying. Other than all-electric vehicles, manufacturers have added hybrid models, such as the Lexus RX Hybrid. First introduced in 1998, the Lexus RX is a luxury crossover SUV that entered its fifth generation in 2022. The RX can be configured in 11 ways, including 5 hybrid versions. So let's look at 10 things you need to know before buying the 2024 Lexus RX Hybrid. The RX Hybrid can be configured in 2 ways. The 350h, along with the higher spec Premium, Premium Plus, and Luxury variants, has a combined output of 246 horsepower thanks to the 2.4-liter engine paired with electric motors. This is also the most fuel-efficient and responsible version. The top-of-the-line RX 500hf Sport Performance version pairs a 2.4-liter inline-4 engine with much more potent electric motors for a combined output of 367 horsepower, going to all 4 wheels through Lexus's Direct 4 system. The RX 500h can also accelerate from 0 to 60 in about 5.6 seconds, making it the fastest by quite a margin. It does cost a lot more than the others, though. Fuel efficiency is one of the biggest reasons to get a hybrid vehicle in the first place, and the Lexus RX Hybrid does not disappoint in this regard. The RX 350h versions have claimed ratings of 37 miles per gallon city and 34 miles per gallon highway, and the more powerful RX 500h version is rated at 28 miles per gallon city and 27 miles per gallon highway. These are excellent numbers compared to the internal combustion engine version, rated at 22 miles per gallon city and 29 miles per gallon highway by the EPA for front-wheel drive models. Keeping the focus on fuel efficiency, Lexus has equipped the RX Hybrid with a continuously variable transmission. A common choice for hybrid vehicles, the continuously variable transmission helps optimize power delivery from both the electric motor and engine, thanks to the infinite number of gear ratios, resulting in improved fuel economy and performance. The RX Hybrid is also equipped with Lexus's Direct 4 system, an advanced all-wheel drive available in a select few Lexus models. The Direct 4 system electronically adjusts torque distribution up to 50 front to rear depending on the driving conditions, helping in improving stability and handling. Combine both of these features, and you get a vehicle that can drive really smoothly on the road. The luxury crossover SUV segment is getting quite competitive thanks to entries by all the big players you can think of, but the Lexus RX has a certain edge over most of the other contenders. Even though SUVs such as the Porsche Macan, the BMW X4, the Genesis GV70, and the Volvo XC40 are rated very highly and offer tons of impressive features, none of them have a hybrid version like the Lexus RX. This means that this vehicle stands out in terms of fuel efficiency while delivering the same luxury features and comparable performance. If being fuel efficient and environment friendly is high on your list of criteria for rating a luxury SUV, the Lexus RX Hybrid might be for you. The Lexus RX entered a new generation in 2022, and the exterior has been completely redesigned. While it maintains the same form factor as before, there are subtle changes that give it a very different look and feel. The 5th generation RX has the same overall length, but the wheelbase is now longer and measures 112.2 inches. The iconic spindle grille is also present, but it has been remolded into a new design element dubbed the spindle body by Lexus. The hood has been lowered a bit, giving the front a pointier appearance, and the A-pillars have been moved back a bit, improving stability and emphasizing the shape of the hood and grille. Overall, the new RX has an aerodynamic look that is really pleasing to the eye. Lexus is the luxury division of Toyota, and the RX is one of its most successful and important models, so it should come as no surprise that the Lexus RX Hybrid has a very luxurious interior. Lexus has upgraded the interior quite a bit for the new generation, and it appears more modern than before. The textured fabric sections on the upper door panels, rich-looking ambient lighting, and open-pore wood trim on select models add to the premium feel. The longer wheelbase provides more interior space, and thanks to the size of the cabin, you shouldn't be starved for head or leg space in most cases. The Lexus RX is here to stay, and luxury is its hallmark. The older Gen Lexus RX was notorious for having an unintuitive trace pad to control the infotainment system, and Lexus has gotten rid of it. The 5th generation RX Hybrid comes with a 9.8-inch touchscreen that can be upgraded to 14 inches if required. Large touchscreens are standard in new EVs, and the RX Hybrid follows the same trend. The screen itself is angled a bit toward the driver and uses Lexus's latest software interface. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are fully supported, and the infotainment system can be configured in a number of different ways if you want additional features such as navigation, a head-up display, and a Mark Levinson stereo system. In terms of looks, the screen is nestled into the new look dashboard, giving it a more modern and striking look. One of the incentives for buying an SUV is that you can configure it with a third row of seats and fit more people. Unfortunately, that is not the case anymore with the new Lexus RX, including both the internal combustion engine and hybrid models. The RX is now offered exclusively as a 2-row, 5-seat SUV. An option with a third row of seats could still arrive, but not in the 2024 model year. If you owned an older generation Lexus RX Hybrid with 3 rows of seats and were hoping to upgrade while keeping the same number of seats, you'll have to look elsewhere or wait it out in case Lexus does release an RX with a third row of seats. The RX is Lexus's best-selling model, and it appears that Lexus aims to keep that going with the pricing of the new models. The internal combustion-powered RX 350 starts at $48,600, while the base RX 350h hybrid version starts at $50,450. The top-of-the-line RX 500hf variant starts at $62,450. The RX competes directly with other luxury crossover SUVs, such as the Genesis GV70, starting at around $44,000 and going up to almost $65,000. The BMW X3, starting at around $47,000 and going up to almost $62,000. And the Porsche Macan, starting at around $58,000 and going up to more than $69,000. Bear in mind that none of these vehicles have a hybrid variant, so the Lexus RX Hybrid is uniquely placed in this segment and seems to be the perfect deal if fuel economy is a factor in your buying decision. In addition to the RX Hybrid, Lexus has also unveiled a plug-in hybrid version of the RX named the RX 450h+. The RX 450h+ has a 2.5-liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine and an 18.1 kilowatt-hour lithium-ion battery pack, a different choice from the nickel metal hydride formulation used by the normal RX Hybrid. The RX 450h+ promises to offer at least 35 miles of electric range according to the WLTP cycle thanks to its battery, and has a combined output of more than 300 horsepower for some impressive performance numbers. One defining feature of the RX 450+ plug-in hybrid is that if the battery is depleted, the car can switch to a normal hybrid vehicle with the engine and battery working in tandem, as opposed to some other plug-in hybrids where the car defaults to its gasoline engine when the battery is out of juice.